Today I came down to the Sage Condos, a small boutique modern condo building just a couple blocks away from the U Street corridor next to Meridian Hill Park. Not just to check out a condo, one of the two penthouses here at this wonderful building finished in 2019. We're here to see the view. We're talking a view of all of downtown DC, the monuments in all their glory. If you've ever wanted your own front row seat to the nation's capital, come with me. This one has it all. So here we are on the 4th floor. It's the top floor of the building. There's only 8 units in the Sage, 2 per floor. Let's take a quick sneak peek at that fantastic view. Washington Monument right there in the middle. Something really interesting about this unit being available here now is that this is the very first unit that's been resold, relisted, since the building was built and the units were all sold in 2019. So it's the very first time anybody has had an opportunity to purchase a unit at the Sage since it was brand new. This condo has 2 floors. We'll see the upstairs a bit later. I absolutely love the countertops in this kitchen. Unique, beautiful marble. Now they did something pretty cool here where they made a part of the island into sort of a built-in breakfast table, but that part is actually removable, and there's a great spot where you can move it over to this very large dining room in case you happen to have several guests for something like a party. Normally this dining room could comfortably sit 4 to 6, but you add this table and I don't see why you couldn't have 16 people sitting here in a formal setting. Through the glass doors is the office. There's also a back entrance behind that cool wall unit from the kitchen. There are definitely some cool little features in here, such as these cabinets that open and are wired with electrical. Behind the wall unit and through the door from the kitchen is a great room full of closets that leads you directly to the full guest bath in the hallway. The glass office doors do lock for a sense of security, and there's a lot you could do to add some privacy, whether it's partially frosted glass or something like that, if you did need more of a private office or a sometimes guest bedroom. Now, let's get a better look at this view. Right in between Meridian Park and 16th Street, just as it starts to incline up to 16th Street Heights and Columbia Heights. This building is just positioned so well. There really aren't other views quite like this in DC. Down below, we have some really established buildings and homes, which says to me it's unlikely that you lose this view anytime in the near future. Now, the view from the amazing terrace upstairs, which we have yet to see, is even more incredible. However, this is where I happened to be when I saw the helicopter entourage, which may be the president going somewhere. However, I thought that his helicopter grouping always had 5, and this is 4, so that's a little confusing. It may not be the president, but it is flying right over the monuments and just around the White House. So maybe it's somebody going to see the president. Now we're past the kitchen, going down the main hallway again, and to the right we have that hallway full guest bath, which attaches to that room of closets we saw before. Next to this guest bath is the laundry, and next to that would be the smaller of the 2 bedrooms. A little bit of this closet is taken up by some pretty cool small water heaters. And the master bedroom. And here you can see the view from the other side of the building, which is really quite charming itself. Wonderful built-ins in the closet and through these doors, and then a great area for clothing. Again, bathroom has everything off the floor, very nice clean look. You can hardly tell it's even been used at this point, and the design has stayed very current and fresh. Now let's take a look at what's on the 2nd floor. It has a large full-size staircase, or sometimes you'll see more of a spiral staircase up to a loft like this. But this is full, meaning you can get your furniture up here, you can have party guests over, it's not going to be uncomfortable. And how cool is that? Reflective windows and doors to the outside here on the terrace level to highlight this amazing view and make it even more expansive. Half of this terrace level is a living roof, which is great for energy savings. Off to the right, you have the Arlington skyline. And then you can see straight down 16th Street, past the White House, to the Washington Monument. Just an amazing view. And then the Capitol is over here on the left. I think I've shown you everything. Anyways, it's a fantastic condo, and in my opinion, it's been on the market too long for such a large condo. Great location, amazing view and features for less than $1.5 million. I don't think you could find a better deal than this, especially considering that these penthouses sold for over $2 million when they originally were built. Everything that we do on this channel is meant to make your move to or within the DC area easier on you, so please remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss something that could help. Take care, and I hope to see you next time.